This is Range Rover Sport 2012. I want to remove the engine, but I have to separate the body from the chassis. So I want to show you what you have to remove before separating the body from the chassis. It's a very, very difficult job. It has to take a couple of hours, but I just want to show you the couple of things you will need to take off before have access for the cabin to go up and for the chassis to stay on the ground. So on the side of the battery is being seated here. After you must have taken the battery out, you have this frame. This frame is sitting here. This is the battery. The battery is sitting on top of this frame. So once you took the batteries out, you have to remove this frame. It's having about 4 bolt 13mm nut. When you remove those 13mm nut, you will remove the plastic. You put the plastic one side. This is the ECU. This switch here is going into the ECU, and this position here is going inside here. There are two of them, this one and this one, big and small. Both of them are going inside here. Both of them are going inside here. So this one, you will disconnect it from the ECU, and then you push it like this, and then from here you have couples of switches. You see, I have already disconnected them. These are them. You will see them. They are visible here beside the ECU. So you make sure you disconnect all of them. All of them are visible. And then when you disconnect all of them here, then you pull it. When you pull it, you put it on top of the engine. You see, even these ones, they are being disconnected here. They have their switches here. They are visible. You disconnect all of them. You put both of them on top of the engine. All of them on top of the engine like that. So the section of the cable that is from the cabin to the engine, all has been separated. So if you look here, you will see that you don't have anything that is connecting the cabin into the engine like cable. And then you see this air condition pipe. You have to disconnect this air condition pipe, because this pipe is going to the cabin and is going to the AC compressor that is on the engine body. So you have to disconnect this pipe. I have already started disconnecting it. You disconnect this pipe, separate it. You come down here. You have to still disconnect it down here beside the AC. And this water reservoir also, you have to remove it to have access to remove this frame, but I will come there later. So after that, you will remove this one, because there is this switch here, this one that is going out before you can have access to remove the battery. You lose it. It's 13mm. You lose it and take it out also. And then you will disconnect this air condition switch, disconnect the cable, and bring it one side. Everything that is giving you difficulty for the engine, or anything that is linked for the engine and the body, you have to separate it. So after you must have separated from this side, you go to the other side. To the other side here, you have to separate this air pipe. You see this air pipe that is going to the servo. You have to separate it. This is it. It's like this. You separate this air pipe, and then you have to separate this one also. This one is being here. There is this frame. You see this frame down here. This frame. Let me show you this frame. This frame also is going inside here. So you have to remove this frame, and then you remove this one also. All of them are seated in one position. You disconnect this one. This one is what is having all these switch that you are seeing here. You disconnect all of them. Make sure you remove them and put them aside. Once you have disconnected all of them, you remove that plastic. You have access now. You put it on top of the engine. It has that same hole here that this one is going in. So you pull it like this. You put your hand here and you pull it like this. It will come out, and then you put it on top of the engine. And then these 3 pipe, water pipe that you are seeing here, you have to disconnect them because they are on the body, while this one is on the going to the radiator. So you disconnect all these 3 pipe. See how I have disconnected it, and then you will disconnect this vacuum supply, this solenoid that is giving air to the turbo. This one you disconnect it, is hanging here, you disconnect it also. The switches are here. And then the air filter is seated here. The air filter is not having any bolt. You just lose it here and then you pull it. Once you pull it, you lose it here also. You pull it, the air filter will come out. So when the air filter comes out, there on the engine side here, we are almost done. So you come now, you remove the tire. Okay, let's first of all go to the headlamp. You remove your headlamp. You can see my headlamp. I have taken the both two side headlamp out. You see this clip here. This is what is holding the headlamp. These two clip, they are going inside here. This hole that you are seeing. You just pull this man up because this one is going down like that. You see, once you pull it up like this, you see it gives you access now for you to pull that the headlamp out, and the headlamp will come out very easily. And then you disconnect the headlamp switch. You disconnect the headlamp switch. Both sides is same procedure. Once you disconnect the headlamp switch, then now you can remove the headlamp. Once you remove the headlamp, you have 10 millimeter bolt, 8 millimeter bolt here for the bumper, for the front bumper. All this line like this. This is the bumper on the ground. You can see the holes. These are the holes here. These are the holes. You will remove, disconnect all that bolt, lose them. It's 8 millimeter. After you must have loose all the 8 millimeter bolt, make sure you disconnect this wiper motor. You see this wiper motor? This wiper motor is coming out with the bumper. It's going inside here. It's staying here. You have two of them, but the other one is going to go up with the cabin. I've put it somewhere here. So you separate this one. The left one is going out with the bumper. So you separate it. Once you separate it, now you will remove this cover here, the mud cover. There is a mud cover that is going here, that is protecting mud not to go into the engine or the chassis. You remove it. After you remove it, you have to, let me show you with a touch. After you must have removed it, there is this switch here for the wiper motor. All these switch, you disconnect them. And then this big one is going inside here. This big switch, you have to disconnect it, and this one. When you disconnect them, you make sure you pass them inside the hole to bring them on back under. They are going here. The switch I just showed you is going here, and the other one is going up here. The other one is going up here. So when you disconnect it, you remove it from there. And then this is the bumper. To pull the bumper, you also disconnect it. And then when you disconnect this one, you pull the wire out, push it and pass it into this hole. But before you pass it into this hole, you will have to remove this this pipe here. This pipe is going here. This pipe is going somewhere here, and it's going into the wiper motor reservoir down there. So you remove this pipe. Once you remove this pipe, disconnect this one, you remove all the switches, you put them aside. And then this reservoir, water reservoir, we are going to remove it. It has two bolts, 8 millimeter. You can see them. I'm coming to that later. We have to remove it to have more space because there are couples of things here that pipe that we have to disconnect also. So coming back here, after you must have disconnected the, you have to disconnect also this pipe. You see this pipe, disconnect it. It's 10 millimeter bolt. Disconnect. Make sure you disconnect everything that is connecting the chassis and the body. You see, so after that you will disconnect also. This is the second motor here. The second motor is going down there. Both of them are in the same position. So you disconnect it, and then you try to remove it from here, from the chassis, and then hang it up somewhere here to the cabin. And then you are having this ABS sensor. This is the ABS sensor here. Let me show you. It's not easy. Show you very well. This is the ABS sensor here. the ABS sensor switch. You have two of them. You have to disconnect them, and then you have to disconnect the pipe, the brake pipe. Brake pipe is going up here. I don't know if you can see the hydraulic brake pipe. This is it here. You have to disconnect it, and when you disconnect it, let me show you very well. Okay, once you disconnect it, you have to remove this clip. You see this clip? You have to pull this clip. This clip is holding this rubber pipe because the pipe is going inside here. The pipe is going inside here, and then this clip is holding it on the other side. So once you lose it, you remove this clip, and then you pull it outside. When you pull it outside, disconnect all the ABS cable, as I said, put both of them one side. But for you to make sure that your brake fluid will not be coming out, you have two options. Either you put a heavy substance on the brake pedal to push the pedal on the ground so that oil should not come out. That is exactly what I have done. Or you use this rubber that we are using normally for the clutch, to bleed the clutch, or the nipple, this nipple cover. You can use this nipple cover. If you don't have time to put a heavy substance on the pedal, you can use this nipple cover to block it, and the fluid will not come out. So after you must have disconnected it, you have to disconnect this one also. There is a bolt here. You can see this one is going here. You disconnect it, and then you separate it from this switch here. There is a where it's going here. You just pull it. There is a clip. You pull the clip, and then you remove it. And that's it. You see everything here is already free. So once you have disconnected everything, you have to take your time. Once you have disconnected everything, you go to the other side. Let me show you. Once you go to the other side, you still remove this cover, the mud cover that is going here. Same procedure. You remove the mud cover, you lose the pipe. That pipe is 11 millimeter. You remove it, and then you still remove this flexible pipe, the rubber pipe also. This one, same procedure. You remove it, you disconnect the ABS cable, put it one side. You'll be seeing it's visible. Once you see anything that connects the body to the chassis, disconnect it, and then you come here. There is this cable that is connecting the chassis and the body, 13 millimeter. You remove it and put it one side. So that is it. Then this pipe is going to the power steering. This pipe is going to the power steering. You have to disconnect it also. Once you disconnect it, you push it and bring it under like this. You see this pipe? I've disconnected it, I've pulled it. It's going to the power steering. So after you must have done that, this one is going to, there is a pump on this line. That switch is going into that pump. So you have to disconnect it because the switch is being connected to the chassis. Once you disconnect it, you can hang it somewhere. So once you disconnect this one, it's good to go. You are safe. And then now let's go to the back. Let me show you on the back. Or before we go to the back, once you have removed these both covers on the two sides, this engine cover here, this chassis cabin cover here, then you can now pull your front bumper out. Your front bumper is just having only this one switch. It's having only this one switch, and that switch is going here. That switch is going here. Front bumper switch. That switch you are seeing there is going here. After you disconnect it, then you can pull your bumper out. Once you pull your bumper out, now you can go on the rear side. On the rear side, let me show you what you have to remove. On the rear side, you have to still do same procedure. You remove this engine cover, body cover that is covering the body here. You pull it. It's having a couples of screws. You unscrew them, and then there is this pipe that is going to the tank. It's having 8 millimeter bolt up there. I don't know if you can see it here. It's having 8 millimeter bolt, just one bolt. Once you lose the 8 millimeter bolt, once you lose the 8 millimeter bolt, you can pull it. But before you pull it, make sure you remove the tank cover, this tank cover, because the tank cover is being tight on it. You lose the tank cover, and then you can now pull it out. As you can see, it's separated. So after you must have done that, you will still lose this pipe, brake pipe, the back brake pipe. Same procedure as you have you did in the front. You remove it, and you remove that clip that is holding the rubber on also. This one. This is the rubber on down here. As you can see, this is it. Once you remove it, you remove the clip. This is the clip here. This is the clip here. This is the clip here. Same procedure as you have done in the front side. Both sides is same procedure. You remove it, but on this side, let me show you what you are going to remove on this side. On the left hand side, after you must have disconnected the brake pipe, you have this switch here at the corner, both of them, two of them, big switch. But you have to pull this small cover because it's being covered like this. You pull this cover down, and you have access to these two switch. These two switch, you disconnect them. Once you disconnect them, that is all. So once you disconnect them, you will have to take off the back bumper. The back bumper is just having just few couples of screw here, as you can see there. I think 3 of them on this side, 3 of them on the other side, 3 of them on this side also, 3 of them on this side also. The back bumper is already on the ground. Let me just show you what you have to take. Then you remove the 2 backlights. The 2 backlight is just having 2 screws here. Once you remove these 2 screws, you will use something like this to pop it out. And then you put it like this, you pop it out. Once you pop it out, it will come. Because when you remove that 2 screws, this is what will be holding the light. Sometimes it's very difficult to pull. So once you put this plastic here, you push it with a little bit of force, it will pop out. Do it both sides. And then you disconnect this switch. After you disconnect the switch, you have this plastic. The plastic is going here on top of the bumper. If you don't remove that plastic to take off all these clips, these rubber clips that you are seeing, the bumper will not go out. So once you have loose everything, make sure you take off this plastic, and then you remove all these clips. Then now your bumper can go out very easily. And then there is just one switch on the bumper that is going to the back light that you need to disconnect. This one here. Once you disconnect it, that is it. It's good to go. And then on the under, let me show you the bolts you need to take on. You will need to take off from the under. You have 8 16mm bolts. 8 of them. 4 at the side. So let me show you. You just have to be patient. It's not really easy to do a video alone, holding the phone at the same time trying to explain. It's not really easy. So, like I said, this is the bolt. I've already removed all of them. Look at how they are. 8 of them. 4 at the side, 4 on this side, 4 on the other side. But let me just show you where they are going. So you can see here, that's their position. 1, the second one is here. 2, the third one is here. 3, the fourth one is here. 4, it's 5, not even 4. The fifth one is here. So 5 this way, 5 the other side. Once you remove them, okay, now we'll have to remove this frame. Let me send it down, then show you more better.